Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Ronald Ray here, your boy with a cornbread accent. Welcome you to, well, no, quick there, Anna. There, that should be better. Anyway, take two. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Ronald Ray here, your boy with a cornbread accent. Welcome you to Spot Show live stream with me, Ronald Ray. This, of course, is our Thursday live stream program where we talk about the current stuff in professional wrestling. Um, and few couple things we're going to get to today. About three little subjects here today. Going to talk about Zoe Stark and then Saturday night's main event. Double or nothing. Then hey, wherever you want to chime in, let me know in the comments. Any other news stories that you folks out there want to talk about? Hey, bring it up and we'll talk about it. So yes, I am on Facebook Live and on YouTube live stream. So join me in the YouTube chat or the Facebook comments, or just be friendly and say hello. That's always cool with me. Also, at the end of it, if you dig it, click that thumbs up button. And as always, well, since I'm on two different platforms here, if you're not following me on Facebook, give me a follow on Facebook. If you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, hop on over to YouTube. Subscribe to my channel. It is absolutely free. All you gotta do is click that subscribe button, and away you go. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. That way you'll know when new content is out. Yes, no fancy intro today. My fancy intros and stuff are in this little box here, and for some reason the little box ain't working. This little external hard drive gimmick is not working. Not sure what's wrong with it. It makes a noise, but it just not working. So hopefully you folks can see me and hear me just fine. Yes, this is the part where I kind of ramble on until get a few people up in the chat here. Let's see. Let me move this up here. There we go. It has a thing like a multi-chat. Oh, it's only read-only mode. Oh. Well, I mean, that's all I need to do. Anyway, I don't need to answer. Anyway, because I have this, I can answer through this. Yes. Graduated from government school and went to community college. So you're not, well, what can I say? Not the sharpest knife in the drawer. One of my ex-girlfriend's dad had a good one. Of course, it was about me. I'm trying to remember. It's been so long ago. So long ago. It's when I was a young lad. Oh yeah, this is the part where I do remind everybody that one of the worst television programs in the world is Big Bang Theory. Probably the most overrated, non-funny show in the world. And I forgot that, hey, they're having a collision tonight. So if you want to kind of talk about collision as it's going on too, I could do that. Right now you got FTR, then Daniel Garcia, and whatever that dude is. I guess it's Buddy, Mac, Daddy Mac, whatever he's called. They're coming to the ring. I think he's Nigel McGuinness. Yes, it's going to be Nigel McGuinness and Daniel Garcia against FTR for the Double or Nothing pay-per-view. I hope I'm live. Everything says I'm on live. Here. I'm here in the living color, baby. Anyway, let me, now that I've wasted about 5 minutes. But yeah, like I said, no fancy intro, just going at it raw. That's how we all got here. I'll try not to get myself distracted with Collision. But it'll probably be the first time I watched Collision in a long time. I think the last time I watched Collision is when I was at the Athens show live. That's the last time I watched Collision. I had to be there live. But yeah, so yeah, no fancy entrance. And my little ending. I love my little ending. That's like my favorite thing I kind of like made. It's my little ending there that kind of has the Golden Solid Boys, and then, but like I said, this thing, I don't know if it's crapped out on me. Definitely we'll find out tomorrow when I'm home. By the way, you folks out there gonna be traveling, be careful and watch your speed. Smokey's gonna be out there all weekend long, and the site I'm working at in Albany is, first of all, it's close to a high school, and you got kind of like a 4-lane main road, not a highway, just a main road. I think it's called Westover. Yeah, I think it's still called Westover as you keep going. The other day, I think one cop like hit like 5 people. Not hit them, but hit them up with ticket. Hit 5 people up with tickets. What was this? Day before yesterday. I was on site, and just seemed like every time I turned around and looked, that it's the same cop too. I forgot the car number, but it definitely kept pulling people over left and right. Anyway, let's get to it today. Some unfortunate news. Well, kind of sad to hear about this, or it's kind of a little bit horrific to see it. Zoe Stark, she was in a 3-women fatal 3-way match with Kairi Sane and Rhea Ripley to decide who's going. It was a Money in the Bank qualifying match. Making sure nobody important's texting me. And she was going for that picture perfect springboard missile drop kick. I'm not sure if Kairi Sane was just out of place. You can almost hear Zoe saying, Sane. Then she landed obviously awkwardly, as you can see there. Dave Meltzer, if she's double jointed, then hats off to her, but I don't think she's that much double jointed. I seen the video replay, seen the pictures and stuff like that. Well, what's up, Joe? See, be like Joe. Just come on here, say what's up. What's up, Joe? Just talking about hello, Karen Poole. See, you can be like, hey, Karen, we match. Your hand to my drink tonight. Hope it ain't frozen. Not sure how that didn't get frozen in my orange juice did, but anyway, I digress. But yeah, kind of hate for her. If you watched any of my recap shows, anything that had Zoe Stark in it, you know I'm pretty high on her. The year before last, I think that's the first time I seen her in the Royal Rumble. Looked great. Everything she was kind of popping off looked pretty good. I thought her and Shayna Baszler was a very good tag team. Unfortunately, they released Shayna Baszler and Sonya Deville. That Sonya Deville it fit there. It was. I think she was supposed to be more of a mouthpiece, but WWE released both of those, and now this, this not good for Zoe Stark, but like I said, MRI surgery. I think they already performed the surgery on it, but hopefully she can make a quick she can recovery, and man, hopefully they get her in a good spot. Because like I said, I'm a fan of hers. I'm honest, she's not that great on the mic. That's the reason I was hoping maybe her, Shayna Baszler, with Sonya Deville being that mouthpiece. Uh, could have had some good matches, in my opinion, with the then WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. Thought they could have had good tag team matches with Carter and Chance. Baszler and Stark being that rough, physical, bigger, obviously, team against Chance and Carter, who can basically be the Rock and Roll Express to their being kind of like the Russian team in the 80s. But that didn't take place. And of course, Chance and Carter both been released. But yeah, hopefully she can come back, get a good spot. Like I said, not that great on the mic. Slowly but surely kind of getting there. But I don't think she would have been like a Becky Lynch on the mic or Charlotte Flair on the mic or Steve Austin or anybody, or Ric Flair or any good, performer who was good on the mic. I don't think that would have been her, but could have surprised me. But hopefully, like I said, speedy recovery, get back in it. Hopefully they can get her a good spot. Maybe go for that IC title, US title, a women's US title or a women's IC title would be great. And see if the fans ever just catch on to her, because I think she's pretty talented. My opinion, of course. If you think I'm wrong, let me know. Alright, so this Saturday, I don't think I'll be watching. No, I won't be watching this live. I'll be going to a independent wrestling show in Cornelia, Georgia. Total Aggression Pro Wrestling making return to Cornelia, Georgia. Outdoor show. But this Saturday we got Saturday night's main event. A staple almost in the WWE or WWF. Had a few sabbaticals, then came back. Now it's back again. Looks like a pretty good card. Almost. I mean, I don't think anything spectacular is going to happen. Maybe a surprise. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe a surprise appearance. Something like that. But basically, I think it's definitely a glorified Raw or SmackDown. Like when I said last week about Backlash is just okay. It's probably more of a glorified Raw and SmackDown with a little bit of stink on it, but this is just extra. So I'm not thinking anything too big. But for what it is, seems like it has a pretty good card. Going to have a tag team match. CM Punk and Sami Zayn going up against Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins with Paul Heyman in their corner. Maybe if they have a third member, it will be revealed on here. It almost seems like they're trying to turn Austin Theory babyface, because oh my gosh, you folks like them now. Or excuse me, I mean you folks, the internet wrestling community has suddenly liked Austin Theory. I mean, dude's always been good. I mean, I get it. The whole he was Vince's boy or something like that. The guy, next guy that he was wanting to push. Dude's pretty good in the ring. I seen him have good matches before. Like I said, in Cornelia, Georgia, a few years ago, he had a match with Matt Riddle. Great match. And seeing a couple others, good talent, and definitely he's gotten better since then. So that just tells you how good he was then and until now. But the way he was kind of acting at ringside, and I think somebody shot a video on their phone with him kind of interacting with the crowd a little bit. So maybe he is turning babyface. I mean, this was on Raw too, so maybe they are trying to turn him babyface. I think he would be great for the Seth Rollins Braun Breaker group. But if they're going to try to turn him babyface against Grayson Waller, and so be it. That'd be pretty cool. I think I seen somewhere too, some other person on TikTok said maybe Sami Zayn would turn heel and turn against CM Punk and align himself with Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. Not sure if I quite see it. He didn't really give an explanation. I just went on through. Like I said, it is TikTok. So, unless you're live. Oh yeah, F TikTok. I still got that. Yep, there it is right there on the bottom. They kicked me off from doing a live feed because I said a joke about Casey Anthony. Sorry. So maybe that might be a big surprise coming up. The third member of the Braun Breaker Seth Rollins group comes in. Not sure who it could be. It just I think I've seen somewhere. Of course, this is mostly internet wrestling community comments. Carmelo Hayes, but I don't think Carmelo Hayes. It would be a huge rub for him. Would have no problem with it, but just don't think it's going to be him. He is kind of a little too far under for that. But maybe. I mean, like I said, I don't see Sami Zayn turning heel for some reason. I mean, I would see CM Punk turning heel before I see Sami Zayn, but really wouldn't make sense for CM Punk since he did get betrayed by Paul Heyman in a triple threat match. Unless they're trying to roll this over into another feud with Roman Reigns and all, but this don't, like I said, just don't see that. Not seeing that right now. But it doesn't matter because I do think Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker will win this match. Gotta put them over strong, or at least put them over. That's part of the reason Sami Zayn's in this match, so he can eat the pin. And for the undisputed heavyweight championship, it is the champion John Cena against R-Truth. Poor R-Truth is going to have to fight his childhood hero, John Cena. Poor guy. Think this will be an entertaining match. Probably not a long match, but at least an entertaining match. Don't look for a 5-star, whatchamacallit. I think it's going to be entertaining. You got R-Truth, you got John Cena. Even though he is a heel right now, he still knows how to entertain. Of course, R-Truth, he is probably the most entertaining person in wrestling. Just give him the mic for a few minutes. Not even, just give him a little mic time and let him rip. But John keeps his championship on this one. Maybe we'll have the reappearance of Cody Rhodes in this one. Who knows? Who knows? All right. Then we got main event. Jey Uso defending his WWE World Heavyweight Championship against Logan Paul. Uso wins this one. Hopefully, Uso needs a solid win on this one. I know Logan's got to get his few spots in, get a little heat, whatever, but Jey Uso needs very much a decisive win. Don't need 20 spears and 15 Uso splashes to beat Logan Paul. Should be the setup spear and the Uso splash ends it. Or heck, just end it with a super kick if you want to. And last but not least, we got a cage match with Drew McIntyre going up against Damian Priest. This should be real. Of all the matches on this thing, I'm digging this one the most. Let's let those guys go in there and just beat the hell out of each other. This might be the hardest one to even predict here. It's like, Cena has a championship. I mean, I don't think it'll hurt Drew McIntyre to lose this one, but I just don't see Drew. I mean, Drew did have the victory in WrestleMania in the street fight, so maybe Damian Priest kind of get like a, let's just say, kind of like in those some of those football games that are just a blowout, but the team losing at least gets a field goal or at least a touchdown where it's not, where they get some little bit of pride amongst themselves for not being totally blown out, not being shut out. It's one thing to get blown out. It's another thing to get blown out and shut out. So maybe this be a Priest here to kind of keep saying, hey, Priest can still hold his own. I know he's still pretty popular there, and so they kind of want to make sure he gets his gets his wins when he needs to, but don't think it's going to hurt Damian or Drew McIntyre to lose this one in a cage against Damian Priest, but I still almost want to say Drew might take this one, because I think down the line, I don't know if it's going to be this year's WrestleMania or come next year's WrestleMania or one of the other big pay-per-views before the end of the year. Got to throw Drew in there with Cody Rhodes, but like I said, where he's going and all that, a win or a loss, win's going to help him, but a loss ain't going to hurt him. If that makes sense. But so yeah. So what matches are you folks looking forward to on Saturday night's main event? Like I said, if I see this, it's probably going to might be Sunday morning. Probably not going to do it. I haven't done any kind of recaps on the Saturday night's main event. Not saying I won't, but since it relaunched, I haven't done one yet. But plus, I got the double or nothing to watch too Sunday, and we'll be doing a recap of that one. So, speaking of double or nothing, this Sunday in Phoenix, Arizona, will be AEW Double or Nothing pay-per-view. I almost slipped up and said a premium live event, but it is going to be a pay-per-view. Looks like a pretty good one. Can't really say there's and of course right now I think they got, let's see, 6, 7, 8 that we know of, 8 matches that as of right now, as of me setting things up, as of right, or as the time I set things up, 8 matches that I knew of. Now, I haven't heard any uh, buy-in or 0 hour matches. What do they call them? Uh, 0 hour matches, um, or anything like that yet. Usually they have about 3 of those. But still, I mean, he got 8 matches on this thing. Uh, it's going to be 3 hours, at least 3 hours. So that's going to be a long one. So let's get right to it. In the finals of the Owen Hart uh, Cup tournament, or Owen Hart Foundation tournament, you got Mercedes Moné, who's got about 3 belts now, including the TNT Championship, going against Jamie Hayter. Jamie, don't call me Becky Lynch Hayter. um, or don't call me Timu Becky Lynch Hayter. Can't help it when you go out there and start having her same hairstyle and almost matching gear and almost matching promos. You're gonna get that kind of love, I guess. But she did all right, sort of, on their little face to face. It was kind of it was a nothing burger, except the whole being attacked thing, then coming back and knocking her out, or knocking Monet out with that haterade lariat. But doesn't matter. Mercedes Moné is going to win this one, be the Women's Owen Hart Foundation Cup tournament winner, and she will go out to face, I'm assuming, Toni Storm. Not sure if they're going to try to pull a swerve on here, but yeah, this Mercedes Moné is going to win it, then go on to All In to face Toni Storm. I mean, your women's division right now, that's where you got your money at. That's your only money match. If this is going to be, yeah, All In, your biggest pay-per-view. You want a money women's match, though. Toni Storm against Mercedes Moné is it. It's not Jamie Hayter and Toni Storm. It's not Mina Shirakawa against Mercedes Moné. I think they already had that match. And it's not Mina versus Jamie Hayter either. So the money match will be Toni Storm and Jamie Hayter, or Mercedes Moné. So, yep, definitely predicting Mercedes on that one. For the Continental Championship, gosh, I thought they was going to combine these two. Anyway, Okada versus Mike Speedball Bailey. Should be a decent match. The Speedball guy, he's pretty decent. He's got some pretty good moves. Not too bad, but Okada wins this one. Like I mentioned before, tag team match here. Nigel McGuinness coming out of retirement again, teaming with Daniel Garcia, going against FTR. I think FTR should win this one. Should be a no-brainer. Kind of, not really a no-brainer, but yeah, FTR wins this one. Of course, now they're managed by Stokely. Works out pretty good. I mean, Dax is okay on the mic. Is pretty good at, have somebody a little bit better on the mic, be their mouthpiece, and I think Stokely's going to do okay as their manager. So yeah, FTR wins this one. I got so many things kind of covered up here. Make sure. That scared the crap out of me. I heard a door open. Thought somebody's trying to come in here. Anyway, got a stretcher match here. Mark Briscoe against Ricochet. Yeah. I think Ricochet wins this one. Don't see why. I mean, just because you want the, I guess, crowd to be happy for a moment. Might have Mark Briscoe win. Like I said, sometimes our booking is sometimes no real rhyme or reason. They just do things. But let's see here. This is the biggest no-brainer tonight right here. For the AEW World Tag Team Championship, you have the Hurt Syndicate, Bobby Lashley, and Shelton Benjamin with MVP in the corner. And you know, MJF is not going to be too far behind the newest member of the Hurt Syndicate. They'll be taking on the Sons of Texas, Dustin Rhodes and Sammy Guevara, who are the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. Yeah, Hurt Syndicate's going to win this one. Been a long time since we've seen Sammy Guevara on a pay-per-view, I think, or at least a main match on the pay-per-view. I think he's been delegated to either not being shown on the pay-per-view to pretty much a 0-hour match or something of that nature. But yeah, the people who like to hurt people is going to win this one. And for the AEW Women's World Championship, Timeless, Toni Storm against Mina Sakura, or excuse me, I look for the name, Mina Shirakawa. Yeah, Toni Storm's going to win this one. I done explain this one. Why would you do that? No reason to what? So you want to surprise people for no reason. Your, as far as your women's division, your money match is Toni Storm against Mercedes Money. So yeah, Toni Storm wins this one. So chin up, tits out, and watch for the shoes. Alright. Then you have the, I have to blow it up. Hold on 1 second, folks, because I cannot read that. Gonna have it Anarchy in the Arena match. It has Swerve Strickland, Samoa Joe, Willow, Hobbs, and I'm thinking it says here on unknown, but it's got to be the other member of the Ops, or it could be a returning Hook, because right now they're saying unknown, or the unknown. I guess the unknown's got to be, since he's been coming in like he has been. It's got to be Kenny Omega, right? Not sure why they have it as unknown. Anyway, they will be taking on Nicholas and Matthew Jackson, the Young Bucks. Marina Shariba, I can't remember the last name. John Moxley and Gabe Kidd. Gabe Kidd, a big start in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Winner of this match, I think it's going to be Swerve, Samoa Joe, Willow, Hobbs, and the Unknown. Somebody said it might be, what's his face? Eddie Kingston may be coming back, but God, let's hope not. I mean, I hate that he's injured and stuff like that, but quite honestly, it's not like a person we totally miss going, gee whiz. Wish Eddie Kingston would come back. Not one of my favorites, but I hope he does. Yeah, I seen it. Yeah, I think it is because Kenny came out to help him out last night. So I think that's who it is. Because that's who the Young Bucks laid out on the table was Swerve and Kenny Omega. But I thought, I mean, I don't know why they put Kenny in there. I thought they was going to have Okada and Kenny and Kenny Omega unifying the Continental and the International title. Wish they'd just go ahead and do that. But I guess they're going to say that for All In. But they got Okada going against Speedball Bailey. So I get, like I said, I mean, I guess that would be a kind of a money match there. Kenny Omega versus Okada. It said an undated card today. Oh, okay. Oh, updated card. What did I say? I need glasses. Updated. Why did I say undated? Updated card today. But did they announce any more matches for the pay-per-view? But you just know it's going to be pretty brutal. And oh yeah, sorry, I think we forgot when we talked about music, or was it somebody else? Was it the live stream I was talking about music? And Matthew Jackson, when they was having their Anarchy in the arena match with one of their opponents was Bryan Danielson. They kept playing Final Countdown. Matthew said, cut it off because every time y'all keep replaying it, it costs me $200,000, not 250, 280, whatever I said before. But it was just an even $200,000 or something like, yeah. And I don't think he forgot exactly what he said. It almost sounded like he didn't know the exact number. But yeah, I seen that earlier today. But it's going to be a brutal one. You know, Swerve, he don't care what he does. He'll take anything and dish anything out. Samoa Joe the same way. Hobbs is going to learn. I don't know. I think Hobbs would kind of. I think he was a street fight earlier this year with Big Cass, Big Bill. I guess Willow will get take some and give some to the Jacksons. They'll do what they can. Of course, John Moxley. I predict. And at least in this match, he'll be the first person to bleed. Even though of course, this is a pay-per-view, Anarchy in the arena. I believe, not really on TBS or Turner Broadcasting. So therefore, I think they can let the blood flow on this one. And this is a match where, understandable. Big, heated feud, street fight, Anarchy in the whole arena. Big match, falls count anywhere. That should be a decent one. Bunch of furniture moving and stuff like that. See, I can watch a little bit of that stuff, but not like all the time. And of course, like I said, I mentioned for the main event of the night, it's going to be the men's tournament final of the Owen Hart Foundation Cup tournament. Let me make sure I put Owen Hart men's 2025 men's Owen Hart Foundation Cup tournament final. Heyman Adam Page against Will Ospreay. Gave it a pretty good little promo last night, I thought. Oh yeah, by the way, catch my very quick recap of AEW Dynamite. The video is up, so go check it out after this. But I'm going Will Ospreay on this one. This is not one of those matches it can easily be a toss-up. But I mean, even though he's getting a lot of crowd support right now, and I think actually I did say it's going to be. Oh, was this the okay? Huh? Does anybody remember the whole fantasy booking about Shane McMahon? Did I say this was going to be the finals and Adam Page is going to win? Hmm. But the thing about this whole Death Riders, um, what do you want to call it? The Death Riders storyline program. I said whatever you want to call it. I think it's already pretty much ran its course, in my opinion. I saw last night Willie going to main event. I didn't know the card would be. Oh, okay. See, that's you watch this show so you can find out what the card's going to be and who the fuck I want to figure out who I think's going to win. Yeah, first you want to find out who I think's going to win. My predictions, but along with that, you get to know at least most of the card. Most of the card, at least. I don't know. Man, gosh, I can't. See, I would have to go back and figure out which one I did there. Did I say that Heyman was going to be the sacrificial lamb when everything kind of gets exposed? No, well, anyway, uh, yeah, AEW's long-term storylines, continuous storylines and stuff like that. I think this Death Rider thing kind of might have been ran its course. I don't think anybody really cares for it that much. So, um, I see why not. Go ahead, let Will Ospreay win. Let him go into All In and finally defeat John Moxley. Not going to hurt Adam Page. Find Adam Page something else to do easily. Or let him go home again for a while, then come back again. Whatever, floats his boat. But yeah, this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Am I still on? Uh-oh. Okay. Am I still on? Can y'all see me out there? Like I said, the internet in these hotels ain't that great, but so what do you folks think? Oh, y'all might be able to see me, but great. Oh, great. So y'all probably can hear me, but I look like I'm taking a dump. Is that what you guys are seeing out there? Yeah, it's all locked up. And I don't know if anybody can still see me or hear me. Um, okay, so let me see in here. Hello, hello. Testing, testing, testing 1 2. Testing. Oh, okay. So you hear me? Do I look like I'm locked up, froze up? Is a picture froze up? Yeah. Is the picture froze up, locked up? I figure out what I want to say here soon. Am I moving or not moving? Can you see me wave at the camera? So nope. So no movement, just but y'all can hear me. So I guess that's the most important thing, I guess. You can hear me. Anyways. So what do you folks think? Yeah, I done it again. Just got the wrong picture up. Oh, now you see me waving. Okay. Well, y'all can at least hear me. I guess that's the most important part. You don't need to see me. Ain't like I'm doing gymnastics here or anything. But let's see. So we got collision going on here. You got Fletcher and some bright pink gear on, stomping the hell out of Jay Lethal. Poor fellas. Which, I mean, I guess he's a veteran now. It don't matter. Yeah, on this OBS here, I'm frozen because I can't move anything. Everything's normal. You don't have the glasses on. Great. I don't either. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a time where I'm going to have to get some glasses here at one point, at some point. I just haven't gone in and get my eyes checked yet. Gotta do it. Maybe I'll do it come this winter. Next time I get it, some sort of a break. I mean, not non-wrestling question, non-wrestling subject. If you make an eye appointment, how far along is like the wait list? And see, that's another thing too. I have to try. I guess do an eye exam. I guess they will have to do the eye drop thing and everything. So I'll have to have somebody take me home. Or call an Uber and hope for the best. Hello, this is where you live, Mr. Poole. It's like, gosh, I hope so. We're gonna give it a try. I can't see, but maybe one of these days I'll have time and maybe find somebody who's got a day off too, or having some time off. Not long, like a week or day, or a week or two, or a month. Okay, so that's. Oh, I see what I'm doing. Okay. For some reason, the OBS is froze up, so. Okay, so I see what I'm doing on the YouTube side. Oh, okay, so I can. Okay, so it'll be the usual, cover one eye, read the chart. Oh man, my stuff is all screwed up now. Yeah, that's why I need to get checked my eyes. I'm not going for like a physical checkup. Heck no. I don't learn all. I watch everybody else go through that. Not me. Let everybody else do the hospital thing. Oh, okay, so it could be just go in there and do the A A D F B C whatever. Whatever's on the chart. Whatever's on the chart, and make it up as going along. Maybe study another chart. No, I don't do hospital thing. Just get my eyes checked. It's just the usual. I'm getting a little older. Like, what was it? Like when Joe said updated card, I thought it said undated card. I had to look in a little bit. Yeah, it's just a for one thing, I've never had an eye exam, and at least I don't think I've had one. I haven't had one in my teenage adult life. Um, but yeah, hopefully I'm just. Well, like I said, it's just a getting older thing, and I know like my night vision is not what it used to be, and my vision is not as good as it used to be. Because I'm getting older. I'm getting older. I need to get me one of those blue tags with a wheelchair so I can get one of those closer parking spots. Okay, I'm not that bad. But yeah, no. Nope, not going to any doctors anytime soon. Because I am at the age where they look at me and be like, okay, they'll treat me like I'm, you know, like a mechanic treats a car. You know, when you take a car to the mechanic and they look at it and go, oh, you need this, you need that, you need this, you need that. See, I go to a doctor's going to go, you need this, you need that, you need this, do that, do this, do that. Do you snore? It's like, dude, or do that. I just came in here for a sinus infection. Give me my antibiotics and let me get the F out of here. And besides, back in November, I did my once every 4 year doctor visit. And they couldn't even give me a freaking compliment. Those. Did I tell this story? I'm sorry. I'm wrestling related. Let's go ahead and tell the story here. So back in November, I had a boil on my leg. Um, even then, I was trying to avoid it. I did call. I didn't call, but I did the we I guess chat. Basically, text a doctor or nurse, and I was like, yeah, this I had this and it popped, and uh, is there any kind of ointment? Do I need to keep it wrapped it up, or what do I do? And basically, I'm trying not to go you all out, uh, but basically, they told me to come in and let them check it out. So I went to one, they checked it out, gave me some antibiotics, totally scared me because I didn't hear nothing the next day. I got a call, but nobody left a voicemail. And I'm one of these people, if you don't have a name, by your number, and a picture, or at least, okay, probably not a picture, but at least a name that I put in there, then I'm not answering it. So, but the next morning, I got a email saying I need to make an appointment for a surgeon. I went, oh crap. So after about a few hours thinking about it, I was like, okay, let's see what they're gonna say. So I called the number and they chit chatted with me. It's like, well, okay, this is back in November. I think it was like not even mid-November. Within the first 13 days, this is when got the phone call and everything. Maybe November 13th or something. I can't remember. But uh, well, I take that back. I take that back. It's probably close to Thanksgiving because I had to keep it wrapped up for Thanksgiving. But anyway, so um, I talked to this person who's supposed to give me an appointment, and she tells me, "Oh, okay. Our surgeon's probably not going to be able to see you till January 25th." I remember that. It was January 25th. I'm like, really? Yes, and that's not to perform anything. That's just for a consultation. I'm like, really? I gotta wait 2 months? This get a consultation? What's the consultation going to be? Oh yeah, we're going to have to, it's it's bad. We're going to have to, you know, we're going to have to cut your leg off. And that's exactly what I said to that, uh, I guess, desk clerk. I don't try not to say anything, be too offensive. So anyway, um, I'm like, sure, okay. I mean, I'm gonna be happy if I go in there and I learn that this is something we could fix now. If I had to sit there and wait 2 months and I gonna chop my leg off, I mean, I got my living is me being mobile. I can't I can't just hobble along a job site. It's probably I probably could do it, but it's gonna be very difficult. I probably would have been, until I really got used to it, I'd probably be falling down more than anything. But I digress. Um, but this is maybe not word for word, but almost word for word what I told it, Clark. Uh, and she hung the phone and everything. She was like, eh, "I understand, Mister, blah blah blah." So I'm like, okay, whatever. So 10 minutes after that, I finally get a wound specialist calling me. I did sort of remember the digits of the number that I did get called from, so I answered this time. So I answered, it's like, "Oh yeah, we called you." It's like, "Y'all could have left me a voicemail." So she was like, "We can get you in today." Uh, and she was saying like right then too. She was like, "I seen that you made a consultation appointment for a surgeon." It's like, yeah, I'm going to cancel that for you right now. You're not going to need that. I'll be a consultation if I think you need something, then you know we'll get that rolling. But you're not going to have to wait till the 25th. Let's get a consultation. Today will be a consultation. So ran to the doctor again. She looked at it, cleaned it up, told me what to put on it, keep it wrapped up, yada 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 yada. Long story short, of course, I made this whole long story to get to this one point that I did not even get a compliment the last time I went to a doctor. So the last time I did go to a doctor before this time, I was 275, 280. Before this time, last time I went to a doctor, they weighed me. I was, like I said, 275, 280. This time, a few years later, I think about 4 or 5 years later, uh, longer than that, really. Shoot, it's before the pandemic, so could have been like 8 years. But anyway, they weighed me again, and I think I was like 242, 243. So almost 35. Let's say 35 pounds less. I'm sitting there like this, like, eh, lost some weight since I've been here. So they're gonna give me a compliment, right? No, they're like, well, you're still overweight. Maybe if you lose some more weight, and if this happens again, uh, then you probably heal up quicker if you lost some weight. I'm like, did you look at my chart, lady? I went from 280 to 243. Come on, give me a compliment. No, they can't give you a compliment. They're like, no, you're still a fat ass. So screw them. I ain't going to no doctor. So yeah, get back to my eyesight. Probably just need reading glasses. Probably. Has anyone figured that out without me having to go to the doctor? It's not that I'm afraid of them. It's kind of just a waste of my time. Unless I really need one, I'll go to one. Because I'm young, I'm vibrant. Okay, I'm old, I'm vibrant. But anyway, uh, yeah, sorry to bore you with my life story about, can't get no love from a doctor. Some body positivity. I can't get no body positivity from a doctor. Which of course she's, not to sound gross, she's seen my bare hind end, so she was like, yeah, 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 fat ass. But anyways, probably gonna leave y'all with that one. Like I said, did the predictions. Um, any predictions from you folks? Who's gonna maybe win? Well, I don't know. I heard I can't really go blind. No, I definitely don't want to do that. I've seen. I had truthfully, I had a coworker, friend of mine, slowly go blind, and um, no, I'm not going that route. But like I said, at least get it checked. Ric Flair going blind. Ric Flair. Anyway, like I said, I'm probably gonna cut off right here for a night. I will be available tomorrow night for, well, be home, and tomorrow night for Wrestling Gold Friday night, where we talk about the good old days of professional wrestling. Back when wrestling was wrestling and wrestling was real, because damn it, it is still real to us. Oh, wait, Flair over Eric Watts for the title. Did they did they reopen that Columbus promotion and Ric Flair's wrestling for them? 'Cause I don't think Bill Watts wouldn't even think about doing it. I don't know. I think I heard, yeah, predictions. Flair over Watts. I can see it. I just don't see Watts having the title. But anyway. But yeah, like I said, that does it for me tonight. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Like I said, for the Facebook followers, come on to YouTube, click on that subscribe button, notification bell. For anybody who's not following me on Facebook, hop on over to Facebook and follow me over there. Like I said, also join me tomorrow night. Should be pretty fun. Go and watch some Memphis wrestling, and take a look at Eddie Gilbert's driving skills tomorrow night for our watch along. So you folks have a good one. Take it easy, and until next time,